My beautiful friends, I wanted to come on and do a face reading with you today. I felt like spending some time face to face. Sometimes I like doing it this way. So yeah, I'm gonna start with showing you something that I got from Otter Spirit. So as you know, I am doing a collaboration with Otter Spirit. And this is where I get my bracelets from them, and they have the small bracelets that I love. Anyway, so I'm doing another collaboration with them, and this time I chose necklaces. So I wanted to show you the necklaces. I don't think I've ever been able to find a nice beaded crystal necklace since I got into crystals. So I chose morganite, and I'm not familiar with morganite. I don't have any morganite. It's number 45. So Otter Spirit, just to remind you, all of the information is in the description box below. I only do collaborations with companies that I would, that I back their products, right? I don't want to recommend something that's not good to you. But yeah, so a bit of the proceeds go to save the otters. Come on, guys, save the otters. And they use authentic crystals. And I chose a morganite necklace. And morganite number 45, so that could be symbolic. And I opened my heart to love and compassion. It reminded me of divine feminine energy. So intention, love and confidence. Confidence in your own self-love, I'm hearing. Zodiac signs, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, and Virgo. Chakra, the heart. So yeah, it comes with a little card that tells you what it is. All right, so I'm going to show it to you and then I'll pause it while I try and put it on. But beautiful, beautiful necklace. So I went with the small beads. I like the small beads. And look, it's like a rainbow. So maybe that's symbolic to you. Rainbow, divine intervention, miracles. So yeah, and it has the otter charm on it and it is adjustable. So I'm going to put this on and then I'll be right back. But just a reminder, Otter Spirit, in the description box below, they did make a discount code for anybody coming from my community. So yeah, check it out if you feel called. I'll be right back. There we go. I love it. So we're gonna do a reading. I think that it's gonna be a you and them. But we're going to start by looking at your energy. And I pulled the camera back even farther this time so that you can see more of the cards on the table. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to look at your energy first so that you know if this is your reading or not. I am hearing self-love, so perhaps you're very focused on self-love right now, or perhaps you need to be, right? All right. So let's see what is on your mind, my beautiful friend. We have a door, not like a literal door. Admire, looks up to you, enchanted, love, fire sign. So it could be that, I was hearing self-love, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the decks I chose, you could be a divine feminine, like I'm wearing white, the necklace that I chose, and I feel called to say, with counterparts, with twin flames, the love that you feel for them, it's meant to reflect back to you the love that you should have for yourself. So maybe you adored this person, right? Maybe you looked up to them. Maybe you were enchanted by them. And they were meant to be reflecting back to you that you should be in love with yourself. All right, so let's see who I'm channeling today. March 11th could be symbolic. So we have returning. All right. We have returning. So memories, recalling past, nostalgia. So you could be looking at photos of this person. You could be swept up in nostalgia about this person. Mercury is about to retrograde, so if you are feeling nostalgic, that could be why. We also have planning. Interesting. That's interesting. So on the bottom, we have adrenaline rush, high highs, low lows, changing it up. So I'm feeling called to say that probably what's happening here is that if this person plans to return, they're going to have to change it up because you're off that roller coaster, right? You're done with the high highs, you're done with the low lows. I talk about this, about how you can get addicted to that energy. You can become emotionally dependent on it, on that push-pull, up and down energy. And again, it does feel like you want this person to return. You're feeling nostalgic. But with this planning, you're also thinking about your future and what you want. And I don't feel like you want to return back to that. All right, so let's get a couple more for you. Yeah, lesson learned. You learned a lesson here. No going back. Relationship lesson. No going back. You're not going back to the way things were. We have fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have fall. It's coming. Deserving balance. Maybe for some of you, you have this intuitive sense that they will return. And you could be thinking about that. You could be preparing for their return. And I don't mean like getting a drawer ready for them. That's not what I'm talking about. But you could be planning on like what boundaries you'll have, what you'll say, what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. Because again, you've learned a lesson here and it feels like you want balance. You want reciprocity, right? Deserving balance. So you feel worthy. You know your worth now. You feel worthy of balance. You don't want that high highs, low lows, inconsistency, hot and cold energy. All right. Genuine love. You want genuine love. All right. Let's get a few more. My nose is running like crazy. Soul contract, come together, reconciliation, under returning. You know that sound clip about understanding the assignment? That's what I'm hearing. Like you understand the assignment. That you know, soul contract, that if you are to come back together, you both need to learn lessons here. I feel like you've learned an important lesson. Divine feminine! I love it. I'm like a proud mama. Whenever I see this is beautiful, right? You've learned your lesson here. You know your worth. You know you are worthy of genuine love, balance, reciprocity, stability. You're worthy of being protected. You're not going back to the way things were. But it's not like you're waiting in vain. I'm hearing the song Waiting in Vain. You're not waiting in vain either. I think that you're continuing on with your life. And again, returning, reconciliation. If you were to come back together again, they would need to come in divine masculine energy. And I'm not talking about gender. This is energy, not gender. I love it. I love it. All right. Planning. Let's see what planning is. We have confession. Confirming planning. You know what I'm hearing? We have soulmate here. Right? We have soulmate planning. I'm almost hearing, hang on. So we have this with planning, right? And what I'm hearing, it's not that you're planning, but I almost feel like you could be someone, a divine feminine. I deserve to become all I want to become. That's your affirmation. So, although I do see you wanting to reconcile with this person, like I said, it's very clear that you've learned a lesson here. You're working on divine feminine energy and you're not willing to accept less than you deserve, counterpart or not. And with this planning, I don't think you're planning to confess anything. Maybe you are, but I'm almost hearing that you could be one of those divine feminines who are really surrendering the attachment to the outcome. And when you think about your future, you'd be okay with if this person returns in the right energy with reconciliation, but you're also open to possibly a higher level soulmate. All right. Relationship lesson. Relationship lesson. Archangel Michael, protection from harm, listening. So one of the things you've learned is how to protect your energy. Boundaries, I'm hearing. We have change, new direction, pause. So clearly there was a pause so that you could learn this lesson. Divine timing, timing factor, trusting angels. And perhaps Archangel Michael needed to step in and help protect you. Maybe Archangel Michael had to create a pause, a separation in this connection, but change in new direction here. Protection from harm. So you're no longer going to accept harm. You're no longer going to accept someone hurting you. You know your worth. All right. One more for that one. Yeah. So you're no longer going to lose yourself in this connection. This says obsessed, right? So you're no longer obsessing over this person. You've learned a lesson here. And this could also have to do with like anxious attachment or chasing, right? The lesson that you learned. And denial. So you're no longer going to deny red flags, I'm hearing. You're no longer going to overlook the truth of the situation. You're no longer going to beg someone, right, for their attention or their love. You're no longer going to negotiate your boundaries. Important lesson here. Also learning a lesson about divine timing, that if something doesn't align with you in your ego's timing, that there's a reason. All right, let's keep going. We'll confirm this. It's coming, deserving balance. Okay, so we do have lesson learned, done, lesson learned, right? You want balance here. We have Sagittarius energy, messages. Interesting. Can't resist magnetic pull. Can't resist. So you could know this is coming. Perhaps this person has been in and out of your energy before, so you know they're going to come back around. You could feel that it's coming in the fall. Possibly. Magnetic unexplainable pull. And then we have this is confirming this, it's coming, deserving balance. It's almost like you know this person can't resist you, that they'll be back. They always come back is what I'm hearing. And then we have messages. So you could be seeing signs and synchronicities about this person. Telepathic dreams, songs, animals. So you could be following synchronicities right now. That's interesting to me. Let me look at this for a minute. Perhaps you even know that this person sees signs and synchronicities about you, right? It's like it's coming. Magnetic pull. You could be feeling this person's energy very strongly right now. Like I said, maybe you know they can't resist you. Maybe they always come back around. But again, you've learned a lesson here. You could be having dreams of this person coming back in a different energy. You could be hearing songs about this. But it's like you're not letting these signs and synchronicities, you're still doing the work, right? You're not just blindly following signs and synchronicities. You know, do you know those funny videos I mean where like, oh, my life is falling apart. Saw 11:11 on the microwave. Everything's going to be okay. Like you're not blindly following these messages. It's like telepathic dreams, songs, animals. It's like somewhere deep inside of you, I do feel like you know. Oh. Okay, so when I was getting ready for this reading, I was hearing The Wheel. I think it's called Wheel by John Mayer. I'm going to see the love I give return to me. So that's what I mean. This is a little bit, just bear with me here. I feel like you know, one way or the other, you are attracting in balance. You're going to see the love you give return to you. Actually, I was just listening to something about how when we overgive to certain situations, we should never feel like our energy is wasted, because somewhere in our life we're going to see that energy return to us. Let me just get one more for that. You could also be, you know, feeling like your finances are going to work out for you. You could have an inner knowing. You could be seeing signs and synchronicities about your financial journey as well. Calling in abundance, calling in balance in all areas. I love this. One more for you. My nose is running. Keeping notes. Mirrored souls. Twin flame. Typing, deleting, journaling. So yeah, you could be even, instead of messaging this person, instead of obsessing over them, you could be every time you have a download, every time you see a song, every time you see signs and synchronicities that mean something to you, you could be jotting them down, looking them up, and maybe all of them are kind of telling you that to trust in your journey, that abundance is coming, that things will be okay. But it does have to do with that mirrored soul, and you could be trusting in the mirror, right? Just like this person reflected back to you things that you needed to work on, trusting that if it's a true mirroring connection, all the work you're doing will be reflected back onto this person, and you'll see them come in a different energy. This is beautiful. I like this. All right, I have a few decks. I got excited and grabbed quite a few. All right, definitely you and them. Where do we want to go now? Let's get a few of these for you. I was sitting outside last night listening to the birds go to sleep again, and I could hear the little baby birds going. Made me think of my kids when they were younger, like not even baby birds, like bedtime. We have ascending on the bottom. Beautiful. Surprise. Sudden positive change. So you could be feeling a huge shift in your energy right now. Right? Trusting in your journey is what I was hearing. I'm hearing all signs point to yes. Stress is leaving my body as I affirm this. That's your affirmation. September could be symbolic. All right, so we have overindulgence, addictions, shadow work, codependent, unhealthy choices. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, hold off, sit it out, lack of action. Like, feels like you've learned a lesson here about attachment. Limestone could be symbolic. I don't know why. I'm hearing limestone. But anyway, so you could have overindulged in this connection. You could have become codependent on this person, the highs, the lows, but focusing on shadow work, right? I'm hearing intentional. I'm seeing the crocodile intentionally withdrawing your energy. So let's see what's going on for you. Half and half, yin and yang. Wheel of change. Yeah, the wheel. I was saying the wheel, the song. Half and half, yin and yang differences, opposites attract. So you could definitely resonate with mirrored souls, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Only, right, lesson learned, you're only going to accept that yang energy. You could also be working on balancing feminine and masculine energy within you right now. Wheel of change, positive change, opportunity to adapt, making changes. This is nice. This is your energy. Distance, temporary separation, no contact, necessary break. And we have the hot air balloon, ascension. So again, it's not like you're sitting around just waiting for them to come back or waiting for them to return, right? You're continuing to plan your future. You're doing the work, you're baby stepping. What About Bob? If you've never seen it, I love that movie. But you're using this separation, the distance, to make positive changes. To learn the lessons from it. What was being reflected back to me? What do those signs mean? What do I need to work on? Why was I codependently attached? Why was I overgiving? Why did I accept less than I deserved? I like it. Yeah, we have hard to understand, unpredictable twists and turns. You're done with that. You're done with that. What do we have for you? Reconciliation. Full of love. That's what I'm talking about. It's like you are... I like it. Reconciliation, restoring harmony, get together, socializing, making up. And I don't see you reconciling with this person right now. But again, you understood the assignment, right? You're embracing this journey for what it is. And I think you know that if your cup is empty, reconciliation is never going to work. And it's never going to work if their cup is empty, right? If there can't be reciprocity. Full of love. It reminds me of the otter, and I started off with the otter. The otter, full of love, needs nothing. Because it has that love within. And again, true fulfillment, an open heart. I open my heart to love and compassion. I don't know why I make those faces. I do know why. I spent all of my life masking and never moving my face. That's why. So yeah, I think you're coming into inner union. And again, you'd love reconciliation, but if it doesn't happen, it feels like you're okay with that. That you trust that you have the love you need inside of you. You will see the love you give return to you, whether in a reconciliation, which seems to be your preference, or new. I like it. Yeah, the person, maybe this is you. It doesn't fit the vibe of these other cards. Bottled up. Bottling up emotions, avoiding difficult emotions, fear of speaking up. This could be this. Remember what I just said. I used to not make any faces. I used to bottle everything up. I used to have a fear of speaking. Maybe in this connection, you were dealing with someone who bottled up their feelings, or you could have bottled up your feelings to keep the peace, right? Afraid to speak up, afraid to put up boundaries, afraid to stand up for yourself. afraid to ask for more, but you're done with that. Two more for you. And then I'm going to get that animal deck. This could have been explosive love, could have been very triggering, mirroring connection, right? Lots of disagreements. You could have been like, I'm hearing different love languages, different communication styles. We have stick around. Don't give up now. You're not giving up. Worth waiting for, coming back, stick to it. Again, you are sticking to your journey. And I honestly feel 555 on the timer, positive change. You're trusting that if this person never opens up, that spirit will send you someone else. I'm hearing higher level soulmate, right? Again, I don't think you're waiting for this person. Yeah, we have golden ticket because I've got a golden ticket. Lucrative opportunities, access to love, all doors are open, power and right to enter. So you're not just going to let anybody enter your heart space. You're opening to love. You're opening to the possibility. Again, I can see with both decks that you want reconciliation, but you're open to whatever spirit aligns with you, right? Power and right to enter, they need to come in right. If somebody comes in sending mixed signals, unreliable, can't be trusted, they're not getting that golden ticket into the Willy Wonka factory. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. All right. So let's do these ones before I get animal cards. All right. What's going on for my beautiful bestie? My beautiful bestie, fated encounter. So you know you met this person for a reason. All right. Purpose and progress. Long-term vision forming, planning, remember? Seed planted, patience required, growth behind the scenes. Patience required is right. Purpose and progress. So you could also be focused on your mission, on your purpose. Maybe this person and the ups and downs and the roller coaster was distracting you from your purpose, right? Either your mission or your self-love. All right. What is going on with you? Higher alignment, stepping into purpose, divine clarity, soul and path united, walking in light. I would say so. Come on. I would say so. Divine timing, pause with purpose, intentionally withdrawing energy. Everything aligning, universe at work, trusting in perfect timing. This is beautiful. Maybe you're building a support system. We do have reliable presence. That's what you want, a reliable presence, emotional, someone who's emotionally grounded, safe space to fall apart, mutual encouragement. I hope you're finding your support system, which you will find on your soul journey. I know it sounds crazy, but you will find your soul tribe. I remember when I wrote that intention letter I told you guys about, I wrote on it, I will find my soul tribe. And I didn't believe any of it when I wrote it, unfortunately. But through your purpose, through being in higher alignment, you will align with your people. You will. All right. So your energy. Your energy. All right, you could have eyes on you right now. Divine detour, delay with purpose, rejection becomes protection, exactly. Redirection towards alignment, universe at work. So again, you're not fighting this detour, this spiritual detour, divine detour. You're embracing the journey. I love that. Working towards alignment. We have fresh start, new beginnings, positive outlook, clean energy, ready for aligned opportunities. Beautiful. Fresh start energy. So open to whatever is in your highest alignment. Remember I said that. You're trusting in spirit that what is meant for you will not pass you by. And yes, you want reconciliation, clearly. But you trust the universe that what is meant to align with you will. Again, I was hearing higher level soulmate. We also have head versus heart. Choosing clarity over confusion. Powerful. Did I say head over heart? That's not what I meant to say. It says head versus heart. And with that up and down energy, the inconsistency, you definitely could have had a blockage there. You could have had cognitive dissonance, confusion between your head and your heart. But this says choosing clarity. You know, no longer waiting for someone's potential, no longer chasing someone's potential, choosing clarity, like how they were showing up. They showed you clearly, right? Intentionally withdrawing energy. Balance of head and heart, healthy balance of head and heart. King of Cups. This says head versus heart, but I'm getting balanced energy here. Like everything I've seen in your cards is saying you have a balance of head and heart. What do we need to know about you? We have the glow within. Self-acceptance, quiet confidence, peace and solitude, love radiating outward, glow up energy, moving in silence. Private progress, quiet confidence, protecting energy, plans kept sacred. So perhaps you're even keeping some of your plans under wrap. And we have clean slate, forgiveness offered, second chances, emotional renewal, love restored. Again, I'm not seeing this person in your energy right now, but I am seeing plans kept secret. So maybe you are keeping this plan under wraps, right? You're not telling anybody this. I feel like you have forgiven this person, released resentment, divine feminine energy, very compassionate, very forgiving. Doesn't hold a grudge. Somebody sent me a funny thing about how crows will hold grudges because they never forget a face. But, you know, true divine feminine energy, the peacock, right? You're not holding on to resentment. And again, I feel like your plans kept sacred. Again, if this person showed up having a full cup of love, learning lessons in that Emperor energy, I do believe that you would give them a chance. I mean, I'm seeing it. Head versus heart. Let's confirm that one. Right person, wrong time. Connection too soon, paths not ready, deep emotions remain, distance for growth. That's what I mean. It's like you're choosing clarity. You're seeing that, yes, emotionally, intuitively, you felt a connection with this person. I did see that obsession card, but you're choosing clarity. You're choosing peace right now. Distance for growth. So it's no longer all in your head, overthinking it. Right person, wrong time. That's your mindset now. Very balanced. We have inner glow. Peace within, calm confidence, authentic beauty radiates, alignment feels magnetic. So you know if there's resistance, if it feels like you're not aligned, you know it's not the right time. I like this. And we have financial reset, money lessons, learning balance, breaking scarcity cycles, rebuilding stability. Maybe you were overthinking finances. Divine detour. Yeah, the glow within. Lesson learned, right? So you know this happened for a reason. Again, you're no longer questioning, why is this separation taking so long? Why did this have to happen? Rejection becomes protection. Awareness gained. Healing complete. Ready for something real, right? Lesson learned through this divine detour. I like it. Breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs. You're going to see the love you give return to you. That song. I didn't sing it very well right there, but whatever. Mixed signals, right? So you were getting mixed signals from this person. Inconsistent effort, emotional avoidance, keeps the door half open, right? That's what you were being directed away from. It wasn't in alignment with you because you were giving, I'm hearing. And the glow within, self-acceptance, quiet confidence, peace in solitude, right? Intentionally withdrawing your energy so that your next move comes from a place of power. Love radiating outward. I like this. This is very nice. Fresh start. Divine timing. Realignment. Your values are shifting. We have breaking point here, so it feels like you hit a breaking point when it came to this connection. It was emotionally draining. You realized your limits, ready to release control, right? Ready to release control, ready to release attachment, overthinking, obsessing about this person. It's on the same part of the table where I put those cards when I talked about that. Positive outlook, right? That what is meant for me will align with me, counterpart or not, higher level soulmate or not. And it's allowing you to be ready for these aligned opportunities. You're surrendering control. Realignment, value shifting, outgrowing the old, returning to balance. Beautiful. All right. Moving in silence. Moving in silence. You know how I can tell you're really focused on self? Because I am focusing so much on you. Like whenever I just had the thought, like, I don't even know if I want to look at your person. Whenever I get that energy, it's like you are very focused on self. So we have moving in silence, different paths, changing priorities, growth creating distance. So perhaps as you started to hit your breaking point, perhaps as you started to speak your truth, to not accept crumbs, you started to change and transform, and the distance between you became bigger, right? Like maybe when you were obsessing over this person and playing small and accepting less than you deserved, it could have been like an on again, off again thing. But when you started to change, your values were different, so you and this person did start to grow apart. And we have right person, wrong time. Connection too soon, paths not ready, deep emotions remain, distance for growth. So again, it feels like as you started to grow, they started to become more distant. Like maybe the more you tried to open up to them, or the more you tried to get them to see your point of view, the more distant they got. And now you see this distance, like their drifting away could have really triggered you in the past, but now you see that it needed to happen. Distance for growth. Clean slate, last one. Clean slate. Rebirth energy. Yeah. Full circle. That's what I mean. The song Full Circle could be symbolic. Lessons integrated, peace restored, acceptance achieved, closure gained, right? And I'm confirming this clean slate. So you know the only way this clean slate can happen is if this person goes through a completion. My sister just sent me a message. OMG! I think you found your own closure here. Right? And again, you're open to a renewal with this person, to reunion with this person, but only if they come in rebirth energy. Shedding old layers, new identity forming, major transformation, emerging renewed. Right? That's your standards, high standards. That's good. We have realignment, values shifting. Yeah, your values have shifted here. Probably how this person was showing up in the past is really unattractive to you now, right? You could be looking at how they showed up in the past thinking, I don't want that, right? I don't want to return to that. I don't want, like, you're shedding these layers, learning these lessons. You're different. This has changed you in the most beautiful way, and counterpart or not, I don't know why I said it like that. You're only going to give them another chance or reconciliate with them if they emerge renewed, if they have had a major transformation and they've shed their own layers. You know, maybe you're not compatible anymore because I don't know what's going on with this person, but you could feel like the way they were showing up is no longer compatible with you, right? Because you've shifted. Full circle. We do have career crossroads. You could be at a career crossroads. Shifting goals, questioning direction, new opportunities, time to choose with clarity. And that's what it was. Are you struggling? Okay, hang on. Are you struggling with your job and your mission? Because, let me just put these away. When I was clarifying the head and heart, is that your job? Is that your mission? Are you confused? Is your intuition whispering at you that you should start your mission, but your head, your fear is telling you, no, don't do it. You're not smart enough, or you haven't learned enough, or you can't compare to anybody, or whatever. Because this says career crossroads. And we have, the thing that got me was this head versus heart says choosing clarity. And on career crossroads, it says time to choose with clarity. So don't let your fear stop you from going after your mission, especially if you're on the counterpart journey. You know, you may find that your current career just isn't fulfilling you anymore. And if you've been thinking about working towards your purpose or doing something different, like wanting to help people, there's a reason. I wanted to mention it. Don't be afraid to go after your mission. All right. Animal cards. Oh, this person could have thought you used to be naive, right? Maybe you did used to be a little bit naive, right? Wanting to see the best in everyone. Nightingale. Are you feeling called to go after your mission? Sing, sweet nightingale, sing. Do you want to share your voice with the world, your words with the world? Singing, writing, speaking, public speaker? Maybe you had a blocked throat chakra while you were with this person and you couldn't speak up for yourself. You couldn't put up boundaries out of fear of them leaving. The bee community. All right. Could you be any more awesome? The stingray. Developing your sense of self. Beautiful. Chakras aligning. Personal growth. Sense of self. Confidence. Where maybe in the past you struggled with this. That's just on the bottom, but pressure from family and friends. So if you're struggling with your sense of self or lack of confidence when it comes to your mission, and your friends and family aren't encouraging you, sadly that happens, right? I remember when I told people around me, I think I'm going to start my own tarot channel. They said, "Are you crazy? Why would you do that? You have a job." Or maybe your parents are pressuring you to keep your job, or somebody in your life is pressuring you. Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine, or maybe somebody's pressuring you about your mission. Sorry. When in balance, eager, wants to grow. Beautiful. To bring into balance, move through the discomfort. So if you are struggling with your career and your mission, this problem will surface again and again until you face it, okay? But yeah, along this journey, you could have definitely been in the energy where you just wanted to quit this journey. You just wanted to give up. Or you blamed other people or this person. It was all their fault. Or you blamed spirit or the universe for bringing this person. But this is now eager, wants to grow, developing confidence, strong sense of self. All right. So we'll put that back in. The viewer, my beautiful bestie. I swear, is that the tarantula? If that's the tarantula, claiming your life purpose. And maybe, if this isn't about mission, you're claiming your journey as a divine feminine. Right? This journey, like I can hear you, this journey is about me. I don't need this person to claim my journey. And you don't need this person to claim your journey. You can take the lessons from it and work towards union and your mission because it's about you anyway. I knew that was going to come out. I was thinking about this card earlier. Life mission. Divine feminine energy is what I'm hearing. Crossroads, life's purpose. Tarantula, when in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes. Head and heart. To bring into balance, daily journaling. And what did I say? You're keeping notes. Claim your mission. Grab your mission by the balls. I can grab a bull's balls. That's a line from a movie, Never Been Kissed. So the tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find your true happiness, you must choose Dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. Life purpose. You know, it's tough. It's tough to do. But I often explain how I went through this and I felt that little whisper. And I kept trying to look at it logically, and my fear kept pushing it away. But it hovered around me like it would just constantly whisper, you could do that. You could do that. You should start your own channel. You could do that. And if I had never listened to that whisper, I wouldn't be sitting here with you right now. Maybe you had an experience in the past too where maybe you tried to start something before and it didn't work out the way you wanted, but don't let that get you down. Spirit wants you to choose your life purpose here, even if we're not talking about mission, right? Choosing to embrace this journey for what it is. It's about you, which you're clearly doing. This is the type of collective... Yes! It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Full of love, needs nothing. Called it. I said the otter card. Yeah, we have the shark. There's something bubbling up inside of you that wants to come out regarding your mission. I'm just going to say it. You know, the energy you're in, this is the type of energy that would inspire others. Choosing self-love, healing, learning lessons, you could inspire others. I always say that when I channel this energy. You could be an inspiration to others. I love the otters there. And perhaps this was always within you. Like, I'm thinking about the shark. Perhaps this was always within you, but this person triggered it, right? Perhaps you always had the ability to be full of love and to not need love outside of you, but you didn't know. You weren't awakened to it. And this journey will bring you here. If I had told myself that, I don't know why I'm hearing 8, but if somebody told me 8 years ago that I could embody that energy, first of all, I wouldn't even know what this energy was. But I would say, no, I don't believe you. I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to have self-love. Anyway, so maybe this is something that with this shark card, right? Directness, exposure. So maybe you have a fear of exposing yourself in your mission. Something's lurking within you that you're hesitant to be honest, to totally be ourselves, or to say what we really want. So perhaps you really do want reunion, but you're keeping your plans sacred, right? Keeping it under wraps. Perhaps you really do want to claim your life purpose, but you're afraid to say it out loud. Perhaps you're afraid of the exposure, putting yourself out there, what that means, because you kind of expose yourself to the good, the bad, and the ugly. You could feel this encircling you right now. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious, you. To bring into balance, honesty. It's on page 111. Revealing true nature and desire. I'm seeing this in such a positive way, though. Like, don't be afraid to be your silly, authentic self. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Again, if this has been circling you, you could do that. You could do that. You should start your mission. Claim your life purpose. You could do that. Don't ignore it. The other thing I'm hearing is just thinking about the divine, like the counterpart journey. Perhaps in the past, this person was circling around you. They kept coming back around, or there was this on again, off again, where you were meant to choose the path of self, but you kept choosing them, right? And perhaps this connection, I'm hearing circling the drain now, but it kept going around and around and around in circles. Maybe you wondered, like, why does this person keep coming back around? It's because they were meant to trigger this within you, right? That's what I was hearing. Anyway, I just feel like for some of you, there's like a suppressed life purpose here. It's like you want this life purpose. You're like super focused on healing, self-love, and now you could be on that crossroads of your mission. Do I go after my mission? Do I go after my purpose? Do I leave all that is familiar behind and embrace my dream, right? And expose myself. You've already left parts of you behind, right? You're already realigning in a healthier energy. You've got this. I have the courage to stand up for myself. That's the affirmation that just came down. All right, one more. Oh, I need to read the otter. You're definitely feeling inspired to do something. What dream have you put on the back burner? What dream have you put on the back burner? What whisper are you ignoring? Seriously, we have the firefly, which means you're getting these little inspired, I want to say downloads. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. So maybe for some of you, I'm hearing it. Maybe for some of you, you feel divine feminine energy sometimes, but then it dissipates. Like maybe you feel it come in and out of your energy. But this is like, the firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration that fades if we do not catch it. Right? So you could be getting these downloads, the whisper, this, right? The tarantula hovering over you. And you could feel like maybe I should just do it. But if you don't grab the bull by the balls when you have that inspired moment, that feeling dissipates. And then you fall back into doubt and overthinking. My nose is running. Are you running from your mission? Are you running from the download, the inspiration, right? Page of Wands. It's like, again, I'm seeing Fantasia in my mind, but like, it's like spirit throws a spark on your fire and you feel it and you're like, oh, I could do that. And then it just goes away. So the next time you feel that inspired action, I should do that. Get up and do something, right? Like, get up and do something about it. But yeah, the starfish. What dreams have you put on hold for the sake of others? What dreams did you put on hold while you were obsessing over this person? Grab that firefly. All right, I'm done. Tarot. That makes sense now. So I grabbed this deck. I haven't used it in so long. If you're learning tarot, this is a good one. This is a good one. It's from Intuit Tarot on Etsy. And it has what the card is. And then it has the meanings on it. So if you're someone who learns through repetition, that, like, if you're learning tarot, if you learn through repetition, this can be helpful. But anyway, Divine Feminine. And then on the bottom, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Readjust, realignment, release, reduce, get your priorities straight, delegate responsibilities, prioritizing. Again, I feel like you're prioritizing self. All right, so I'm just going to shuffle this once to see your energy and how you're feeling about this person. 2 of Cups. Okay, now I have to talk about it. Leo, you could be a Leo. So the Magician. So I saw this fascinating video last night about how we tap into our magic. And we tap into our magic by focusing on different things. So this woman was talking about this book that she had read about something about the wind and magic. And she was talking about how to get into that. Hello. Oh, he's right out there. He's up on the wire. Hello, Mr. Crow. Anyway, she was talking about magic and about how, and it made me think of the Magician card, about how we're the most magical and powerful when we're focused on different things. Like, we're not just focused on one thing. And I started thinking about the Magician card and how when you're trying to manifest something and you're just focused on the one thing, like, I'm going to manifest this shit, right? Sometimes it feels like it takes forever to come. And it made me think about the Magician card, how the Magician is focused on the 4 elements. It's not just focused on one thing, the cup, love. It's focused on multiple things. Very powerful energy. And she was talking about something about the eyes and like looking at both of your eyes at the same time and other parts of your face and kind of entering a different dimension or something. I don't know. I'm still processing it. But anyway, it made me think of the Magician, and the Magician is right here. Resourceful creator. So maybe for a time you were very focused on this person, and then you were very focused on self-love, right? Or you were very focused on this person, and then maybe it was separation and you were very focused on manifesting them back. And then you started to focus on self-love. You know, my point is focus on different things to manifest here, not just love, but also mission, your work. You're magical, you are a creator, right? And I heard Baba Jolie say, what you can see, what you can imagine in your mind, what you see in your third eye, you can manifest into your hand. But anyway, your energy. I'm going to cut the deck. 444, protecting your energy is what I'm hearing. I just saw 444 on the timer. Queen of Cups, emotionally connected, being in the flow, deep feelings, empathic, intuitive, psychic, loving, self-love, healthy emotional boundaries. Queen of Cups. Could be water sign. We also have 9 of Coins. Beautiful. Abundance, self-sufficient, sophistication, on your own, taking it easy, maturing, focusing on fulfillment, focusing on your freedom. Beautiful. All right, so your current energy. Listen. What are you juggling here? Temperance, so you're trying to find balance. Eight of Wands, gaining momentum. Very good, very good. Gaining momentum is good. Progress, alignment, things taking off, movement, air travel. Wheel of Fortune. Expansion, it's time. What are you feeling called to take action towards, my friend, that's not this person? We do have Two of Coins. Adaptability, prioritize, back and forth decisions, financially adapt. That's what I mean. The Two of Pentacles, are you weighing up your options when it comes to your mission and your job? But clearly you're focusing on balance. Temperance, perfecting balance, union of opposites, moderation, purposeful, harmony, tranquil, patience, alchemy, balance, peace. Sagittarius energy. And then we have Knight of Swords. Mr. Crow. Knight of Swords, seize the day. Mr. Crow says seize the day. Coming and going, talkative, impulsive, focused, daring, witty, blunt. So Knight of Swords energy, you could definitely be trying not to take impulsive action towards this person, right? But this seize the day, what are you feeling called to seize the day with when it comes to your pentacle world, right? It definitely feels to me like you're having this seize the day, like you're having this energy of you should seize something. I feel like that has to do with the job and mission energy that I'm picking up on. You have Death, clear and purge, transform, emerging, metamorphosis, rebirth, regenerate. Beautiful. The Lovers. Yeah. All right. Yeah, shifting the energy. Five of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Four of Cups, self-awareness, choosing happiness, right? Choosing clarity, choosing happiness, not choosing confusion or chaos. Proactive focus, engagement, enthusiasm for life, gratitude, re-engage, seize the day again. You have, what are you feeling called to seize here? End of a chapter, the World. You got the World card. Beautiful. Lesson learned. Remember your cards. End of a chapter. So you've learned a lesson. You've closed out a cycle here. Success, sense of belonging. That comes from within. Accomplishment, integration, wholeness, fulfillment. So that means you are ready for a new chapter. You got the World. Because you changed it up. Five of Swords, shifting the energy. Five of Swords in reverse. Change it up, adapt, conquering self-doubt, embracing change, not resisting it, not questioning it, right? You're embracing this divine detour. Doing it differently. Making amends with yourself is what I'm hearing. Maybe you're making amends with the people in your life who want to make amends with you. King of Cups, emotionally balanced, you. Emotional mastery, emotionally balanced, heart-centered, kind-hearted, understanding, highly intuitive, self-aware, diplomatic, artistic, psychic, a feeling. Well, aren't you a dang catch, right? Anybody would be happy to have you. Look at that, King of Cups. But then you have this. Anyway, so conquering self-doubt. I want to see how you're feeling about yourself. How are you feeling about yourself? Page of Wands, energetic powerhouse, lovable rogue, exciting plans, charismatic, good news, creative, playful, traveler, childlike, free thinker. That is beautiful for how you're seeing yourself. And I always, when somebody's in that joyful energy, Six of Cups I'm hearing, like healing your wounds, you find your sparkle again, you find your laughter again. High Priestess, this is how you're feeling about yourself. So again, it feels like for some of you, you are feeling called to take action towards being a light worker. Like your intuition is trying to message you. Are you running? Are you running? Bridge between worlds, divine feminine. This is how you're seeing yourself. Sacred wisdom, inner knowing, diving deep, illumination, higher self, mysteries, intuition, calm. Beautiful. You're magic. Strength of will, the Chariot. So you feel like you're moving into alignment. You feel like you're taking steps towards your future. Forward movement, determined, willpower, success, control, action, travel, focus. Right? This is how you're feeling about yourself. You're feeling like you're moving into alignment. And then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, changing the outcome. Regeneration, making a comeback, reconcile, over it, repair, like learning lessons though. Ten of Swords in reverse, like no longer feeling the pain, painful swords falling out, lessons learned. Queen of Cups. That's how you're feeling about yourself. I love the way you're seeing yourself now. You're seeing your worth. Emotionally connected, being in the flow, deep feelings, empathic, intuitive, psychic, loving. I love that for how you're seeing yourself. How are you feeling about them? The Four of, did you see that? That's the Four of Wands. I barely touched that deck. Seven of Wands, worth fighting for. Make a stand. Boundaries. Face it head on. It's my life. Don't back down. Haters gonna hate. Four of Wands, union. United, lover returns, homecoming, party, celebration, wedding. You definitely feel like they're your 11-11, right? Four of Wands for how you feel about them. Three of Wands. They would need to level up, right? This is very telling because you have boundaries there, right? So you feel like right now you have boundaries up with this person. Then you have the Three of Wands and the Two of Wands. So that's what I was seeing in your energy, that you're really feeling about them, that the only way there could be union is if they level up. There's also marriage on that card. If they level up, if they step outside of their comfort zone, right? Two of Wands, if they look at the patterns that have kept them stuck from moving forward. Six of Coins, equal give and take. It's like you're not even focused on, for how you feel about this person. It's like you definitely have higher standards here. You're no longer like obsessing about I don't think you're obsessing over what happened in the past. You like have a very clear, like it came out so clear. That's my person. I'm interested in union, but only if there's progress and growth and equal give and take. Period. How are you feeling about this person? Releasing limiting beliefs, the Magician. You've had a lot of willpower. You were proactive. It's up to you. This is how you're feeling about them. It's up to them now, right? It's up to them if they do the work or not. You're releasing limiting beliefs, taking back your power, hoping that they can conquer self-doubt. Yeah, for how you feel about them, you feel like you're out of the woods now. I think you felt, I definitely feel like this connection filled you full of self-doubt because it was meant to trigger your self-love, right? Looking ahead, positive change. So again, I always focus on the positive. That's your affirmation. So looking ahead, it says rebuild, right? Recovery. You would want to get back together with this person. 3 of Coins right here. You would want to heal and recover this, but only if there's positive change. Like, it's very clear here to me. The Magician, the Empress. It's almost like, again, it's up to them now. You're doing what you need to do. You're embracing the divine feminine journey. It's up to them now. Knight of Wands just came out so quick. Did you see that? Runner energy. Swept off your feet. For how you feel about this person. So they could have swept you off your feet, right? And then just as quickly things went to shit. Knight of Wands, runner energy, inconsistency, hot and cold. And again, the only way you see a union is if they make positive changes and hit a turning point in their runner journey. I just said, it's like you're looking at that Magician and the Empress, like, I'm doing my side of it, right? I'm being proactive in my divine feminine journey. It's up to them now. They need to stop running. The Emperor. You don't want, like, no, thank you. The Emperor's on the bottom. You don't want this anymore. You want that. Divine Masculine. What is the advice about those who are struggling to embrace their mission? Embody the Emperor. Know your worth. Know that you are more than good enough. Take the lead. Take grounded action towards your mission. What is your advice for those struggling to choose mission? We have the Empress. Anything you nurture and tend to will flourish, right? Divine Feminine. Trust your intuition. Remember, I was getting that it's hard to, like, your intuition is saying this for a reason. You need to trust your intuition. 6 of Coins. So I see the 6 of Pentacles as like a healer. You're meant to give back. Like, once you reach that divine Empress energy, self-love, not talking about gender, and you're able to give to others without emptying your cup, you're ready. We have gaining wisdom, timing 3 to 4 weeks. Spirit wants you to reevaluate your plans, right? So if you're feeling a whisper to go after your mission and walk away from your muggle job, there's a reason. Reevaluate. I'm just so ridiculously proud of this collective. Beautiful energy. So if you find yourself feeling about your job that it's not giving back to you the way it used to, it doesn't feel like you're Like it doesn't feel like a good energy exchange anymore. There's a reason. Two of Wands. So future planning, considering career options, like Two of Wands, making a decision about what you want for your future and stepping out of your comfort zone. All right. So I am going to do your person now. Hang on. All right, your person's energy. Don't be surprised if I don't spend as much time on them as I did on you. Mental prison. Mental prison, overthinking. Trapped in the mind. All right. Your person's energy. Gross. It says, don't be a garbage human being. Did this person treat you like garbage? Can't resist. So, I definitely feel like this person, when you started, remember that energy that I was channeling about change? When you started to change, I feel like this person started to push you away. Could have ran, could have thrown you away. And then we have wish come true. And we have can't resist. So it feels like this person definitely self-sabotaged. And now is like missing you, seeing you as their wish fulfillment. Can't resist magnetic pull. I'm not surprised they're feeling a magnetic pull because you're so self-focused, and I talk about how the energy shifts when you focus on self, right? With the magnets. I don't know. Usually I have those magnets everywhere. I've shown you enough. You don't need to see it again. So let's see this person. What are they focusing on right now? They could be focusing on how they were like, I hate to say it like that. The card says that. But they could be focusing right now on how, I'm hearing Princess Bride, you had love, but you gave it up. Solar plexus activating. Whoa, solar plexus. Are you eating? Confidence, lack of confidence. They could be reflecting on how they threw this connection away or how they threw their wish fulfillment away. All right. What is going on with these cards today? Awareness. Coming to light. That's what I was just talking about. They could be realizing that they threw away a diamond in the rough. Awareness. Intuition. I bet you they're going through what you're going through with your mission. Where you're getting that inspired action, but you're like, I don't know. I feel like they're having something very similar happen to them about you. New awareness about the cycles, about the coming and going, the inconsistency, how they're like that, the hot and cold, right? Mirrored souls, true mirroring connection. What did I say about you? You're trusting that if it truly is a mirrored connection, all the work you've been doing on yourself is being mirrored back at them. Twin flame. An offer. That's interesting. Finding clarity. And your energy was very similar. Finding clarity. Obsessed. Fall. What? It's coming. Balance. New awareness about how they weren't giving you balance. Obsessed. Can't stop thinking about you right now. The tables have shifted, right? You're no longer obsessing about them. I remember seeing that. Frustrated. They're frustrated that they can't stop obsessing about you. Their energy. They're grounding right now. In future. We have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. An offer. They're thinking about an offer here. In the future. Messages. Mirroring. I feel like this person, telepathic dreams, songs, animals, they're getting messages, they're getting signs and synchronicities just like you are. And it's like my solar plexus is going crazy. So I feel like it's triggering their confidence. But it's like they're being guided to like reach out with an offer here. To take responsibility. In future. All right. Commitment. Long-term relationship, true. That'll be interesting to confirm. Remember what I said you're manifesting. You're manifesting something grounded. You're manifesting something balanced. Mirroring. All right. What is this new awareness? Change, new direction. They're coming to light, finding out you've changed. You're going in a different direction. It's coming to light that if they're going to approach you, they need to change. They need to try a new direction, not the round and round. Divine feminine on the bottom. My solar plexus is just like, if you're eating, what are you eating? I want to know. Water, they could be feeling emotional. Fire. What is going on here? Legal matter. Relationship lesson. Karma. Yes, Mr. Crow. I feel like this person has had some sort of karmic lesson that you couldn't teach them. They wronged a divine feminine. Karmic lesson is what I'm hearing. They could have had a karmic lesson here with a friend, with work. And I'm confirming mirroring. Remember, you've learned your lesson. Now they've learned a lesson. Could have even, they're seeing the truth of this connection, and it could have went to court. But that's justice. You know, when I saw this for you, it's coming, deserving. I almost said to you, you're going to get your justice in a good way. But it's like, I feel like they got what they deserved, right? Karmic lesson. Somebody taught them a lesson. Hang on, I'm trying to plug in my phone. There we go. I don't like change, but I'm already used to that setup now. It's nice because I can plug in my phone when I'm reading. All right, it's coming. Deserving, balance. There's a lot of mirroring going on here. Planning. Planning on how to come in. Watching. There's the lack of confidence. Watching. Eyes for you, fascinated, focused on you. But if they're watching you, planning to come in, right? I can see it over here, an offer. They're being guided to send you a message or to come in with a solid offer. But they're planning on coming in with balance. But this is showing me they're lacking the confidence right now to take inspired action. Like that firefly, right? So they are planning on coming towards you. This is crazy pants. Like it's like so much mirroring here. Energy doesn't lie, right? This is your energy. You're sending out this information energetically. You don't have to say a word of it. Your vibration higher, standards higher, boundaries strong, choosing clarity, lesson learned, all mirrored back. We have denial. Let's confirm this denial. What is the denial about? What I mean is they could be feeling inspired to reach out to you, and then they kind of, nah, denial. And then watching you on social media, trying to deny the pull they feel towards you is what I was hearing. Did this person cause chaos? They've had evidence. I'm just trying to make sense of all this. They've had evidence of things they were in denial about that you tried to get them to see. Karmic lesson, right? Something that they weren't learning from you. The karmic serves a purpose, whoever the karmic is. Doesn't even matter, right? Love, family, friend, coworker, whatever. It was a lesson that you couldn't teach them about how they create chaos, instigate chaos. Anybody who grew up in a chaotic household can self-sabotage to create that chaos. And they've had evidence of this now. Someone has given them evidence. Someone has said to them. Someone has given them proof, is what I'm hearing. I just need to confirm this. You know that sound clip, Am I the Drama? That's what I'm hearing. It's like they're watching you and they're seeing you grow and evolve. And all your puzzle pieces are falling into place and you're thriving. And I think they're realizing, am I the drama? Keeping notes. They're keeping notes about this the same as you are. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're keeping notes about, I will no longer accept that. I will only accept this. You could be writing intentions. This person is keeping notes about the things they were in denial about the evidence that they've seen from this lesson. One more for this one. Archangel Michael. Divine Masculine, holy smokes. Archangel Michael can create chaos to wake us up, right? The Tower moments. So it feels like Archangel Michael stepped in. Like, it's not only just about keeping us safe, it's about waking us the F up. And I definitely feel, first of all, I definitely feel this person feels intimidated about coming in towards you right now. This says threatened. So they're keeping notes. But again, I feel that this person had a lesson where they realized some of the things that you were telling them that they were denying. All right. An offer. Divine Masculine. It's like Spirit's frustrated with this person. No, Spirit's patient. But it's like they're being redirected out of this insecure energy into Divine Masculine energy. Divine intervention. Offer. Divine Feminine. Oh no. Oh no. Didn't I say you're no longer going to beg for this person's energy, beg for their love? You're no longer, your boundaries are not up for negotiation, right? Didn't I say that? Energetically, this is crazy pants. They know. They've been getting signs and synchronicities about you. They're seeing what a catch you are, right? When I confirmed this, yes, when I confirmed this, Divine Feminine came out. They know you're not going to accept less than you deserve anymore. They're coming in, negotiating, bargaining, pleading. I don't want to say they're begging because that's not Divine Masculine energy, but they know they need to come in right and that you'll no longer beg for crumbs is what I'm hearing. Pleading. Again, they're realizing, watching you realizing, am I the problem? Adore. How the tables have turned, right? Now they're looking up to you. Wanting another chance after a pause. I'm telling you, they see you happy, shining. They're like, what have I done? Let's just get a few more for that one. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to push all the cards up there. Whatever. Signs, synchronicities. That's what I mean. It's like they're being guided to come towards you. They keep seeing your name. They keep seeing your favorite animal, your favorite color, people that look like you. Like spirits really, yeah. This says weeks to months. So I feel like this person is being guided to reach out to you in the next few weeks to months. And again, your energy is so strong. It just goes to show the magic of energy, right? You don't have to say any of this because your energy is completely shifted. Energetically, they know. You gave it up. You had love in your hands and you gave it up. The Princess Bride. Boo! Princess Bride. Boo! Rubbish. Muck. Remember? Rubbish. I threw that away. Anyway. Where did I go next? Let's go to this deck. When I just cut this deck, I saw the flamingo card, which is about, it's about standing tall. It's about, where did it go? It's about standing your ground. It's about like pride getting in the way, and it's like I feel like that's how they were showing up with you, and they were mirroring back to you that you needed to learn how to stand up for yourself and put up boundaries, right? Not letting your ego get in the way, your fear. Tables have turned. That's what I keep hearing. All right. Now I'm hearing the song Electric Love. In the open, vulnerable. Kick in the bucket, significant loss. All right. Their energy. Ascending. What is happening here? I'm hearing power of love. Now all these songs are coming in. Maybe they're listening to music. Keep playing it, replaying events, overthinking, stuck in the past, replaying events. I did what? I said what? Is it me? Am I the problem? Am I the drama? In the cards, destined to happen, anything is possible. Fate will find a way. What you want wants you. So it feels like this person is even feeling like this is a fated connection, that it came to them for a reason. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. And now they probably said that. If it's meant to be, it'll be. And then they're being bombarded with signs and synchronicities about you. Ace of Cups. Maybe they got a tarot reading. Sexual chemistry, physical connection, deep passion, longing, and taking a gamble, a risk worth taking, taking chances, a leap of faith, optimistic mindset. That's the end, at the end of this. So right now they're overthinking it, and then at the end we see them taking a gamble, weeks to months. And you already know. I don't need to tell you, be careful if they come in like this, don't accept this. You already know. You don't need me to tell you any of that. I think you have a list in the nicest possible way. Transcending obstacles, preparing for union, expanding consciousness, leveling up. All right. And that's the cherry on top. This journey is not about them. It's not about... Now I'm hearing Ripple Effect by Scotty Hellman. I swear, is your person listening to music constantly? Union is the icing on top of your cake. This journey is about you. I don't even need to tell you this. Union is the cherry on top, or the icing, right? You can eat the cake without that. What are they replaying? I didn't know what that was, but Spirit told me to take it. Yin and yang, differences, opposites attract. They could be replaying the differences you had, what you were reflecting back to them, the imbalance, how you're like, you're the yin to their yang. Preparing to do the work. You reap what you sow, working hard, make an effort. So I feel like, again, it says half and half, and I think they're replaying the fact that you put in a lot more effort here. It wasn't balanced. They're reflecting right now about the honeymoon stage, about reigniting a flame with you, reigniting the flame, spending quality time with you. right now replaying how they were unable to see their own faults, feeling they have an irrational attachment to you, replaying their own blind spots. We have unfinished business. It's funny because this person at one point, I think they thought you would always be there, always waiting. You would always be waiting for them. But we have slipping away here. So it definitely feels like this person, it's replaying because they can feel you energetically detaching. That's exactly what I'm talking about, how amazing energy is. Running out of time, losing the chance, now or never, feeling the pressure. Because energetically, you're ascending up there, right? Like you're ascending. You're pulling this person up with you. Destined to happen. What do they think is destined to happen? The cake. Not settling for less. Yeah, they know you're not going to settle for less anymore. Destined to happen. Anything is possible. Fate will find a way. What you want wants you. Trying to trust that luck is on their side. Romantic success, happy outcome. Exactly. We have little ones. So they could want to have children with you. They could want to blend families with you, have plant babies with you, pet babies. You don't actually have to have like human children. We have butterflies, feeling butterfly, truly into you, nervous around you. Fate will find a way to bring you guys back together, but it's up to them now, right? That's the message. No crumbs. They know you value yourself more now. You won't put up with crumbs or immature behavior. Maybe they got a tarot reading about you, right? Maybe a reading popped up on their For You page, right? So they have this deep longing for you. It's because you're in glow up energy. Beauty, right? This is how they feel about you, with this sexual chemistry, physical connection, deep passion, longing. Beauty, Empress. Very alluring, very magnetic, very beautiful. What a gem. Fucking right. Diamond in the rough. You had love and you gave it up. For Prince Humperdinck. A keeper, irreplaceable. You stand out from the rest. Marriage material. Again, now that you see your worth, they're seeing your worth. Love is work. Wanting to make an effort. Prepared to do the work. You reap what you sow. Working hard. Taking a gamble. Let's see this one. Truly stable. What are you manifesting? Stability. Emperor energy. Everything that I said about you is being reflected back in their reading. Magic. Love. Confirming, taking a gamble, love bound, emotional connection, unbreakable bond, reciprocated love. I'm telling you, until they can show up exactly how you're manifesting, and there's a pheasant outside. Look up what a pheasant means. It's like Mary frickin' Poppins over here. It's like you have a list of everything you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept, what you're releasing. And it's like in Mary Poppins, they rip up that letter, it goes into the sky, and Mary Poppin appears being all of those things. So when they take this chance, they're coming in with reciprocated effort. Again, everything that you're manifesting is being reflected back here. Oh, that's the same card, Ascending. I don't know why it got flipped over. Door slam. Right? If they show up with those immature behavior, not reciprocated energy, door slam is what I'm hearing. Celebration, all things coming to fruition. Ascending, transcending obstacles. What are they transcending here? Oh, I'm shuffling it upside down. Whoops. Interesting. Contract. What's on their soul contract? Fulfilling soul contract. They could also be going through a legal matter. I mentioned that. So, what are they, I said, what obstacles are they transcending? Inner conflict, lack of confidence, solar plexus, unable to decide, sitting on the fence, that in and out, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's what they're transcending. Love that doesn't serve you. False promises. Mixed signals. They hit a dead end, transcending over that dead end. Again, fulfilling their soul contract. What are they ascending? Yeah, on again, off again, the circle. Roller coaster, situationship. They're ascending out of that messy situation. Commitment. It does say preparing for union. Apology. Regrets, forgiveness. Conflict resolution. Preparing for union. I'm just going to get a couple more for this one. Love offer. I'm telling you. Working together, getting support, a partnership, right? Ready to work as a team, ready to show up. No longer letting pride get in the way. No longer not taking responsibility. No longer coming in with one-sided effort. One more. Wise owl, remember, new awareness. No more bottling up their emotions. No longer avoiding difficult emotions, right? No longer being unpredictable. Making smarter choices. Lesson learned. Wise. Clarity, new awareness. All right. Of course, we will confirm. I'm just going to get a couple cards from that other deck for them. Oh my gosh, I'm looking across the room and I can see the Journey deck. And guess what's on the bottom? Mission! Mission! All right, let's just get a couple of these for them. I was just not expecting this. Ooh. I need to take my puppies for a walk. Oh. Fated encounter. Crossed paths by destiny, familiar souls, instant attraction, divine timing at play. Yep. All right. This person's energy. Mirror energy. The tables have turned. What did I say? I said it. I said it. Mirror energy, reflecting wounds, emotional mirroring, triggering growth, soul level lesson. You learned a lesson. They mirrored that. They're learning a lesson. The tables have turned. Again, what are you running away from now? Tables have turned. Energy shift. The runner becomes the chaser. Regret and realization. Noticing what they lost. That's what I said. You had love and you gave it up. Oh dear. I'm just going to get a couple more. Nice high vibrational energy. Intuitive awakening. Heightened awareness again. Okay. Big realization. Sudden clarity. Hidden truth revealed. Perspective shift. Heightened awareness. Trusting. Clear downloads. Guided by inner knowing. Loyal friend. Unshakable trust, always showing up, shared laughter and healing, a bond that stays solid. You know what? Their friend could have gotten them to see the truth of this. I know I talk about friendship interference, like when people don't understand this type of connection, their advice they want the best for you, but their advice is sometimes not good. Like, there's plenty more fish in the sea. I feel sudden clarity, hidden truth revealed, something that you were trying to get through to them. I'm hearing the math wasn't mathin'. They weren't understanding you. I feel like a trusted person in their life has brought this to their attention, their behavior to their attention, what they missed out on with you to their attention. And now all of a sudden they're like, realization, right? You know what I mean? How you can tell somebody something until you're blue in the face and they don't listen and they don't hear you. But then someone close to them says the same thing and all of a sudden they're like, oh, wow, that's a great idea. You know what I mean? Rebirth energy. Shedding old layers, new identity forming, major transformation, emerging renewed. Mirroring. 2 more. Spirit closed the deck. So, spiritual awakening signs are everywhere. That's what I'm telling you. They're seeing signs everywhere. They had messages from the universe, signs from the universe. Now we have signs again. And under that loyal friend, emotionally guarded, half in, half out, fear of depth, avoiding vulnerability. And I definitely feel like that is what, I think that's what their friend told them. Is that, well, you know, you are a little emotionally guarded. You do avoid vulnerability. You kind of were half in, half out of that connection, right? Signs are everywhere. Expanded awareness about their own emotional unavailability. Emotional breakthroughs, new perspective on life. Very powerful shift, very powerful. Okay. All right. Their energy. I don't know why I'm doing this. What do you need to know about this person? What is your advice about this person? Unexpected shift. Are you kidding me? I just said there was a powerful shift happening. And then Spirit said, well, Spirit closed the deck again. What Spirit said is between me and Spirit. But unexpected shift. Okay. That's interesting. You know how you felt when you first started seeing signs and synchronicities about this person? That's how they feel right now. They're everywhere. The hyena. Does this person, they're seeing the truth. This person could have a good sense of humor, could use humor to deflect, could be passive aggressive. I'm hearing dark side of the moon. Looking at their shadows. Okay, let's see what comes out. Like this person maybe passive aggressive behavior or used humor to deflect. Your person's energy. The vulture, what you thought was a tragedy is actually a blessing in disguise. Purification, essential for rebalance. They're being rebalanced. The horse. Free spirit, achieves anything, never gives up. When out of balance, runs away. Tapping into their intuition, meditation, strength training. So they could be working on their root chakra, like working out. Heightened awareness, the lizard, your person could be autistic. But this, the fish. So I feel like this person has kind of lost their way a few times, gone off course. Spirit keeps, tower moment, redirecting them back into that stream. This is an energy of retreat, heightened awareness. And again, that horse energy, free spirit, never gives up. Whoops. Where is that lizard? Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, dreamer, artistic, telepathic, spiritual. And it's in the upright. Hears what is yet to be spoken, sees what is yet to manifest. This talks about the intuition whispering. What did I say about you? Brown eyes could be symbolic. Horse, momentum, freedom, expansive energy and force. Achieves anything, never gives up. To bring into balance, strength training, meditation. Provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. So again, I feel like this person kept getting distracted and spirit kept redirecting them with that vulture. The fish. I just heard they could be feeling like a fish out of water in their life right now, because they're waking up to these things. They could feel, set a small goal and accomplish it. Nothing pleases the fish more than movement, movement, more movement. Change of focus. Aquarius could be symbolic. All right. I'm going to get a few more. The frog. Releasing, cleansing, healing. Self-care. Regeneration, I'm hearing. That's really good. Discovering who they are. Becoming a strong partner or mate. Monogamous. So releasing. Seven of Swords behavior. Clearing, cleansing, healing. Clear energy and enthusiasm for life. Forgiveness and release. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. I want to get two more for them. So they have the gazelle, heightened awareness, perception. And they have the fire ant. This person is no longer running. Heightened awareness, ability, vulnerability. The gazelle. Very perceptive, artistic. Getting back to the present moment. Sitting down, find your breath. Nourish your gentle spirit. Their energy is actually really good. The fire ant, thoughtful and disciplined. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. Maybe stewing over a person or a situation. You replaying events. All right, tarot. It's funny, I'm interested in them, but I was way more interested in what was going on with you. Which makes me believe that you're more interested in what's going on with you. All right. Their energy. They're at a crossroads. Just like you, the tarantula, right? Seven of Cups, clarity of thought. Focus, action, claircognizant, seeing a clear choice. Seven of Cups in reverse, clarity of thought. Six of Swords, going through a transition, learning lessons. Overcoming hardship, conflicts being resolved, becoming stable. All right. Their energy. Oh, I'm shuffling it upside down again. Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. Decisive moment. Decisive moment. Chance, life cycles, destiny, good luck, expansion. It's time. Change, fate. They feel you're slipping away, remember? Manifest your desires. New moon. 1 month. A change in direction. Set your intentions. New cycles begin. Don't give up. This is their energy. Union. The Lovers. Anyway. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Regret. Emotional baggage. Trauma healing. Unresolved issues. Intense feelings. And you know, the Nine of Swords, I didn't learn on this deck, but the Nine of Swords in reverse does talk about healing and recovery, hope for a brighter future. Talks about wanting to alleviate the stress you're feeling, by having a conversation. Right? Very good. Very good energy. 1 month. They know what they want. Ten of Cups, wanting a storybook ending. Working on their stability, divine love. Wanting this storybook ending. Why does never been kissed keep coming through? Josie? Is your name Josie? What a weird movie, hey? Where when he finds out she's actually his age, he's like, ugh, ugh. But when she was a teenager, it was okay. Heeding the inner call, judgment. It's wake up time. It's time to make a decision. Heeding the inner call. They want this. They're feeling called to that. Forgiveness, awakening, evaluation, mission, rebirth, action, decision, renewal. I'm telling you, what is your inner calling saying right now? Forget this person. What is Spirit telling you your purpose is? You're both meant to heed the inner call here. Okay, that's really good. Let's get a couple more for them. What? Two of Wands in reverse, lacking a strategy right now. That's okay. That's all right. Making adjustments, set goals. So they're setting goals, making adjustments, fine-tuning, getting all their ducks in a row. Okay. What the? Their energy. The Emperor and the Sun. Double divine masculine energy. Healing. Energy rush. Higher vibrations. Seeing the truth. Yes. The Emperor. So they got to lose the anxiety. And there's still some adjustments that they need to make before they take this action. But holy smokes. Holy smokes. They're done running. Seven of Swords in reverse. They're no longer running. Energy shifts. How are they feeling about you? Readjust. 10 of Wands. Readjust, release, reduce. Get your priorities straight. What are you going to prioritize? Not you, them. How are they feeling about you? Mental clarity. Clarity of thought. 7 of Cups. Wanting to change the outcome. Releasing fear and anxiety. Hearing and trusting intuition. Mental clarity. How they're feeling about you. Hanged Man. New perspective, aha moment, perspective, awakening, surrender, epiphany, epiphany. That they should yield to you. I'm hearing ever after. I will not yield. Sure you will. Ace of Coins, new beginning. An offer, coming in with stability, security, seeing the potential, seeing that you're abundant, right? That they should have invested. Maybe they think you have new love in your life. Ace of Wands, lots of attraction. Igniting desire, aphrodisiac, engagement, chemistry, fertility. Wanting a passionate start with you. Ace of Wands. 2 of Swords. Don't quite know how to come towards you. Frozen in indecision. I think this is a new perspective, though. About their own avoidance. Mr. Crow is very loud. I just want to... Okay. I wanted to confirm it. That Two of Swords, and this came out. Clarity about their own Two of Swords behavior, about how they were stuck and stagnant in this connection. How are they feeling about you? Oh, the Empress. Fucking right. Divine feminine, sensual, beauty, motherhood, pregnancy, nurturing, creation, fertility, beauty, art. You're the beauty. You're irreplaceable. That's what you are. You're their person. This is crazy pants. This is the Lovers. Wanting union, right? Connection, relationship, alignment, openness, romance, harmony, love, union. You're their person. You're their lobster. How are they feeling about themselves? Let's just have a look. How are they feeling about themselves? The Magician. Six of Coins, that they need to come in balanced. That they can't be inconsistent anymore. That they were showing up inconsistently. They could have been juggling you, but they were going back and forth. And that if they want something here, they need to be proactive and come through with balance. Right? Inspired action. How is this person feeling about themselves? Nine of Wands. That they were guarded. That they were out of control. That they were being defensive. That it wasn't worth it for what they lost. Yeah, Ten of Wands. That they have to readjust. That they need to get their priorities straight. Right? That they need to prioritize this connection with you. That's how they're feeling about themselves. Two of Cups. That they need to have a loving exchange with you, or they need to be more loving, that love needs to be balanced, that they need to prioritize connection. All right. My nose is not running at all for them. What is still blocking them? Five of Cups. Grief, sadness, loss, emotional baggage. What is still blocking them? They're still cleansing their emotions. There's still emotions that they're releasing here. Past wounds as well was blocking this person. And I'm hearing for what was blocking them in the past too, like resisting change. They weren't seeing things clearly. All right, intentions towards you. Prepare for change. Their intentions, making long-term plans with you, expressing gratitude. The fall, it's coming, deserving balance. Remember that card? That's what this card is saying. Prepare for change. This person knows they need to change. Timing, a few months, a few weeks and months. Remember, we saw that. So they intend to express gratitude for you, to make long-term plans with you, to take action. Page of Wands. Justice, doing what's right. Being honest with you, taking accountability. Eight of Wands, communication on the bottom. Intentions. Judgment. Forgiveness, awakening, evaluation, decision, renewal, action, right? Heeding the call. That's their intention. My solar plexus is grumbling. What are you eating? Ace of Cups, emotional renewal. All right, action this person is going to take. Whoever you are, I don't feel like you would be obsessing about the timing. Action this person is going to take. King of Wands. New emotional cycles, seeing clearly. Deep emotional cleanse. And that's what's blocking them. We have Six of Swords, better times ahead, overcoming hardship, conflicts resolved, becoming stable, restoration and peace, reconnection. Right? Six of Swords. King of Wands, taking control of the situation, get things going. But taking control of the situation, coming in more mature than that runner energy, taking the lead, right? Probably if the Emperor wasn't here, the Emperor would have come out. Ten of Swords in reverse. For action, changing the outcome. Regeneration of a relationship, making a comeback. Reconcile, repair, after lessons being learned. And we have the Page of Pentacles here. Laying a foundation, setting goals, great progress, good news, ambitious, faithful, solid offer. Amazing. Amazing. Four of Wands is underneath that. Coming home, reunion, love returns, celebrating union. My goodness. What am I even asking? What do you need to know about this person? Out of the woods. Eight of Wands, gaining momentum. That's when they wake up, accelerated change and growth. Eight of Wands, gaining momentum. There's progress here. Things are coming into alignment. Things are taking off. There's movement in their energy. Once the light bulb goes off, right? Five of Coins, looking ahead. There's positive changes here. The turning point. You will overcome adversity. Anyway, the Hierophant is on the bottom. Could end up married to this person if that's what you want. Channeled messages. Channeled messages. I can see why I grabbed the channeled message deck I did. Because I grabbed this one. And I don't grab this one a lot. Channeled messages from this person, from this person. I don't know why I'm singing. Oh. Maybe you like the movie Elf. I'm singing and I'm singing. And I don't know why, but I'm singing. All right. My heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. Anyway. We need to wait for divine timing. Time is healing our wounds and creating the perfect conditions for our reunion. Again, that differs from your ego and your ego's timing. I can't validate our love in the 3D until I understand our spiritual love in the 5D. Give me time to explore this aspect so I can be a strong spiritual partner for you. They're awakening, right? Seeing the signs, seeing the synchronicities. We have lesson. There's a lesson to be learned from this. You've both learned lessons here. Mirroring. 2115 could be symbolic. 2011, 2015. May 11th, February 11th, November 5th, November 25th, November 2nd, January 25th, May 12th, May 21st. Yeah, there's definitely a fire lit underneath their bum. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else, right? They feel like you're slipping out of their hand, right? Now or never. I need you to trust me and believe that I am working towards union with you. Our hearts are connected. Take a moment to close your eyes and feel the connection. Can you feel the love tonight? October 13th, October 31st could be symbolic. This is exactly it. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. I'm beginning to focus on my mission and our connection as a part of that. I'm changing this pattern and moving forward. August 13th could be symbolic. I'm just showing you the pictures. Someone on a motorcycle. This one is someone playing a guitar. This one is someone looking in the mirror. Reflection. I'm going through physical, emotional ascension symptoms. I need space to rest, but from a higher perspective, I'm releasing old energy. Yes. What we are experiencing is a part of a larger collective clearing. Don't feel alone because others are healing too. Yes, you're part of a collective. All right. Words have hurt me in the past, and that's why I fear talking to you. Our mission is to be unconditional love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. I'm seeing signs and synchronicities. Your name or 1111 and working out what they mean. Yes. My name is on that. It says Kelly on that sign. The next solstice, the fall equinox or whatever, that card came out, the fall. The next solstice or equinox will bring an important shift for us. Yeah. Karmic ties, I'm not happy. Karma, behaviors, people, situations are playing a role with them. I said it, karmic lesson. I said it. What is this shift taking place? We have communication. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. The universe brought us together for a reason. I am discovering what those reasons are. Just in case that looks like you and your person. And then these are confirming the shift. Romantic messages. I long to sweep you off your feet. That Knight of Wands said sweep off your feet, right? But you don't want the Knight of Wands, you want the Emperor. But the it's summer solstice, fall equinox. Is that right? I don't know. There could be a romantic message there. Messages from this person. I want to let my guard down with you, but fear makes me lash out in self-defense. So they could have been very defensive. That's how they're seeing themselves, remember? I'm tired of being away from you physically. I'm trying to process my fears so that I can come back to you. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. I'm awakening. Yeah. As you surrender your 3D expectations, very important, I surrender to our 5D connection. You are surrendering your 3D expectations. I'm awakening. I know more than I'm letting on. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk to you. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. Past lives are influencing our connection. I've lost you in other lifetimes and that makes me afraid. I've lost you once. I'm not going to lose you again is what I'm hearing. So, from losing you in past lives when you were reincarnated in other lifetimes, feeding into those fears that this person has. I forgot to mention numbers. August 2nd could be symbolic, 1982, 1975, 1997, 1979, 71, 87, 78, September 11th, October 11th, October 9th, October 5th, July 8th, 28th, 14th. There's a lot of numbers here. August 8th, 88, 2022, 2020, 2025, 83. I'm more so mentioning years. August 17th, August 7th, August 11th, March 8th, March 10th, March 7th, February 5th, February 7th, February 11th, February 10th, November 11th is here, January 11th. All right, 3 more. Okay. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. So true. I care about you even when I act like I don't. I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel vulnerable. We have our inner guidance is clear, but our ego is resisting it. So what is your ego resisting? We also have don't be tempted to disconnect from source. So this is what happens, right? Other people with the programming start giving their opinions. This is baloney. This is blah, blah, blah. And you're tempted to disconnect from your journey. You're tempted to give it all up. So don't be tempted to disconnect from source or from your own beliefs. Don't let other people... Anyway, I'm walking home to you. I'm not sure where I am on the path, but I am walking it. I'm coming home. That song could be symbolic. Yeah, don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. Was that on the bottom? Sign. Look at that. Like mirroring. This card is in here twice. 9-10. So both of you, don't listen to other people. Don't listen to the negative Nellies in the comments section or the people saying this is a bunch of hoo-ha or whatever. Trust yourself to know the truth. Both of you have it for the ego, right? And for anyone still watching this, I don't know how long this reading is, but it feels like 2 hours. Why though? If you are still in your ego and conditioning, what are you doing with your time right now? Anyway. Interesting that I've never seen those two cards come out together. Mirroring. Don't listen to other people. You know the truth. We also have this, so I'm gonna, yeah. I've never felt a love like this before. The depth of it can be inspiring, but also overwhelming. Could be, for some of you, same-sex connection. That doesn't mean this isn't your reading if you're not in a same-sex connection. That's not what I mean. Anyway. All right, I'm going to go now. I'm sending you guys. I was supposed to be downstairs an hour ago, but I don't care. This is what you want to know, what your soul purpose is. What do you lose time doing? All right, I'm going to go. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I'll see you soon. Bye.